Is Grote the GOAT? Hey everybody, Jace Allen here. Welcome back to the channel. So you've probably heard of the guitar brand called Grote.
I am Groot.
G-R-O-T-E. They're on Amazon. They've become pretty popular in the cheap, inexpensive guitar circles. And I haven't reviewed one yet, so I took a chance and got one because I got a pretty good deal on this particular model. This was the GR Standard is what they're calling it. And they had a few different color offerings. The only ones that are left now are the pewter and the like a seafoam green, and these are listed on Amazon for $169. And it says 5 in stock left for the green one and 5 in stock left for the pewter color. I can't remember if they had a sale or something. I think they had a sale on this one, this orange one. And I think the sale price on it was $94. So with tax, it came out to $99.64. So I'm going to consider this a sub $100 guitar. And and that wasn't, any coupon codes or anything. That was what the price was listed for. And so pulled the trigger on it, got it the other day, so we're going to do an unboxing and we're going to check this guitar out. So I think we have Average Joe's Gear Talk to thank for this one, because I think he did a review on one of these as well, and he may have did a video on this being for sale, or on sale, I'm not sure. But anyway, it comes in a cardboard box from Amazon, and then it's shipped in a gig bag, and it's a pretty decent gig bag. I gotta say, I like these denim kind of looking gig bags. They're really nice. So it's got the Grote brand on the gig bag itself, and it's not too bad. It's got this huge pocket up top. This is kind of weird, and it feels like it's got some padding to it, maybe. All right. So yeah, it's got a nice, let's see, let's talk about this gig bag real quick, because sometimes gig bags are pretty cheesy. This one's probably got, I don't know, I'd say a 1/2 inch thick piece of foam in it, and then it's got the little cushion for the neck to set on, the little block, and then it's got some interesting, like a panel here to keep this nylon from getting scratched up by the bridge of the guitar and whatnot. So this is actually a pretty decent gig bag. Not quite as nice as the Hills bag that I got the other day, but not too bad actually. All right, so of course it's in the typical plastic cover. And okay, so then it's got your little desiccant there to keep moisture out of it. All right, let's see what this thing says. Grote. Beautifully made guitar by Grote. Okay, so this is just a little tag. This care and maintenance. Avoid direct sunlight. Don't use guitar when temperature difference is large, blah, blah, blah. So, we all pay strict attention to those, don't we? Okay, so there it is. Really neat color. Roasted maple neck, maple fretboard. It's got these kind of interesting abalone style fret dots there. I don't know if they're actual abalone or if they're just like a resin that's colored, but they look like abalone, so that's kind of cool. They're kind of neat looking. And these might be stainless because they got the ball ends on them. Matte finish, poplar body, roasted maple neck, coil tap, single humbucker. Yep, 22 stainless round head frets. Truss rod, gig bag. So one thing that I think is nice about this is the headstock. I really like these headstocks that they're starting to make with these sort of little cutouts in there. It's pretty nice detail. And then the top of it is painted. Let's see, this is probably, that's either a bone or a synthetic bone nut. I'm guessing it's got to be a bone nut. That looks like a bone nut, so that's pretty cool too. Let's see what else we got here. The neck feels really nice. And it might even be a compound neck radius. I'm not sure. If not, it's probably a 12-inch radius. It's real hard to find detailed specs on these Chinese-made guitars because they don't always include the stuff that they should. So yeah, okay. And the truss rod adjustment is down here. That seems to be a real popular feature now on these guitars. Pickguard is cool. It's like a pearloid pickguard. Same with the plate on the back. It's a small trem block. There's no plate, neck plate. It's just the screws there. Seems pretty good. Sometimes I had a Schecter that had the bolts in there, and it seemed like the neck had quite a bit of give to it, but this one seems pretty good. It's heavy for its, you know, for what it is. It's because it's a poplar body, so but it's heavy. It's substantial anyway. Let's see if we can find a strap and see how it's balanced. Decent strap buttons on it. Black hardware, that's kind of cool. That's pretty good. Little bit of neck dive, not really much. It's pretty balanced. Doesn't sit high like, because that Hills guitar really sat upright. This one kind of levels off, but it doesn't seem to drop. So that's pretty good too. And I don't know if this came with a trim arm. Maybe it's in the bag. Ah, yes. Okay, so there's some items in the bag. So it comes with cable, just your thin, cheap cable, the trem arm, and the, so it's black, that's kind of cool. Black with the plastic knob on the top of it. Trem arm, Allen wrenches for, oh, and then the metal little bar for adjusting the truss rod. And then there's an interesting pick in here that's got a little cartoon on it. I don't know what that's all about, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, so let's check out, I like to make sure these trem arms actually thread on, because this is a thread on style. Yep, threads on. Seems to work good. 6 screw trem, standard cast saddles, tone, and then this is your coil tap is an actual little toggle switch instead of pulling up on the tone knob. And then, like I said, all the hardware is black, so that's kind of cool. And they're just your regular cheap sealed tuners. They feel pretty good. Strings don't feel totally cheap. They feel pretty good. Action's kind of high on it, but we'll adjust that. We'll probably have to adjust the intonation on it too, because every guitar that I get needs the intonation done. And it's kind of hard to clip a tuner on this headstock because of the way it's shaped. All right, let's see here. Let's use their pick. Sounds pretty good. Let's see if everything's... Oh, wow, intonation is... Wow, pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. That's pretty good. Could be tweaked just a little bit, but not terrible. And I'm not sure what these strings are, if they're 9s or 10s. I like 10s, so I'll put 10s on it, and then I'll lower the action on it, and then I'm pretty sure I'll have to adjust the intonation on it. So that's not bad. Let's see, what else can we talk about this? The body on it seems small, like it's not quite a full-size strat body style. I mean, if you compare it to, seems like it's a little smaller. Yeah, not too much. Actually, it's pretty close. Maybe just because it's the way it's shaped, these horns almost seem like they're a little longer or something. I don't know. There's something about it that looks like it's not, like it's narrower or something. I don't know, but it's a nice looking guitar. Okay, so let's plug it in and see how it sounds. Oh, and the jack is on the end. That's very similar to the Hills guitar that I just reviewed. Okay, so I had before I get started here, I had a little issue. I did the Hills guitar review, and I played it, and I was experiencing some, like there was a gate on, a limiter or something on the amp model that I was using, but I didn't have anything turned on. And then somebody in the comments mentioned something about that the guitar sounded okay, but the compression was terrible. And I was like, I couldn't understand what was going on. Well, then I figured out that I have this PreSonus Revelator IO24 audio interface, and it's got the built-in DSP, the digital processing. So it has its own onboard effects in the audio interface itself. And so if you have this type of audio interface, they're a great audio interface, but they've got, and it's just a 2-channel, but they've got all these onboard effects and everything, and all this stuff was turned on. So the high pass filter, the gate, the compressor, I think EQ and limiter were all activated. So I couldn't understand why I would play, and then it would trail off. The natural sustain of the guitar itself wasn't working. I could tell there was a gate on there. I'm like, what's going on? And I checked my Reaper session and the amp model that I use, and I turned the gate off on that, and it was still doing it. I didn't really notice the compression like the one commenter said. But anyway, if you happen to use one of those audio interfaces, be aware that some of this stuff is turned on automatically, and it's better to not have that going when you're running a guitar, especially if you're running your guitar into like Reaper or a DAW, so that you can record, whatever. So today I'm running, instead of running through an amp model, I'm going through the G.O.A.T AC tone. It's basically an amplifier in pedal form. You can use it as a distortion pedal, but it's literally an amp. And then I've got the Golden Horse by, who is this? Mosky. This is a clone. Say that 3 times fast. And then I'm using the wireless controller that I got from X5, which I really like. I used this at band practice yesterday, and I really like them. So anyway, that's just to give you an idea. So we're going, we'll do some clean tones. We're going to run through the pickups. So this is the humbucker, and it might be split because it sounds pretty thin. So let's switch this down. Yeah, it was split. That's better. So if you split the coil, that's really thin. Okay, so that's humbucker, split coil. So then this would be and the 5-way switch is really nice. That's really nice. So middle humbucker. That sounds really muddy to me. So I'm going to split the coil again. That's better. That middle pickup sounds kind of muddy. Well, it sounds good by itself, but with the humbucker, it doesn't sound good. It sounds pretty bad. Even split. Sounds better split. Okay, so then middle neck. Boy, the action's pretty high on this thing. And this is the neck pickup. I like that. That sounds good. Okay, so there we go. That's the pickups through mostly clean channel. Okay. And I wanted to go through actual sort of analog gear into the audio interface to record, because I haven't been happy with the tone I've been getting through using the plugins. Okay, so this is the Mosky Golden Horse. So the only thing I've added in the DAW is the reverb, old school reverb plug-in using the smooth reverb. I try not to get too much reverb in there. Okay, that's the neck pickup. So now we're neck and middle. And middle position. That sounds pretty good. Middle humbucker is here. So middle humbucker. That sounds good. And then middle split coil. And then humbucker. That sounds good. And then that's split. So yeah, there we go. That sounds pretty good. Like I said, on that sort of clean channel, the middle and the humbucker kind of sounded muddy. I wasn't a big fan of the way that sounded, but the rest of it sounds pretty good. These are just ceramic pickups, probably not super heavily wound, super hot. I don't know how they sound, but real quick, we'll do some stats. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's all standard Stratocaster. Yeah, 1 5/8 nut, probably 25.5-inch scale length. Yep, it is. And fretboard radius on it, like I said, it's actually pretty flat. It's probably 12. Could be a compound. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell by eye, but it could be, it kind of looks like it's flatter down here. Logo is some kind of raised decal, almost looks like cut out chrome vinyl applied on there. It does have a serial number. It says designed in the USA, crafted in China, made in China, stickers all over it. Yeah, this is a nice guitar. So like I said, there's only those few left on there. You know, check it out. I'll post some links below. There are affiliate links, so I'll get a couple bucks. Doesn't increase the cost of the guitar for you, but kind of helps the channel out. So anyway, there you go. That's the Grote GR Standard S matte finish, poplar body, roasted maple neck. Another nice guitar. This one was less than 100 bucks. They're 169 right now on Amazon. I'd say it's all of that. Definitely worth that. I bet these things are going to drop in price on Black Friday, so kind of keep an eye on them. And like I said, there's only 5 of each of the remaining colors left. They had this orange color, the seafoam green, this pewter, and I think another color too, but that one's gone also. So yeah, neat guitar, very cool. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Jay Salen Guitar. We'll see you next time.